Hi, Dave Edwards, News Talk host with WHBY here at Woodward Community Media, now on 18 years with AM Fox Valley as the host. Well, I got into radio predominantly because I was around it a lot. My dad was in radio and television back in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, so I saw it on a day-to-day basis. So I think that really influenced me to go to radio broadcasting school in Minneapolis and then get into the business back in the early 80s in Nebraska and Kansas, and then work my way pretty much through the Midwest. And I've been here in Wisconsin now for 26 years almost. So a lot of it was just watching and seeing my father do the business the way he did with radio and also television. The big reason that I got in this business is because every day is a little bit different. And I get it, we all have kind of our mundane routines that we get into. But in news, talk, sports, weather, pop culture, whatever it might be, there's always something new every day. I mean, there could be breaking news that could be vital to what's going on in the community or in the world or in politics, you name it. And that's exciting to be a part of. To be that vehicle to get that message out to the listener is, for me, huge. And I get it, a lot of us have our phones that are handy right there that can give us a lot of that. But perspective, maybe a little bit of analysis of what happened, I think that's key because anyone can give you the ABCs. I want to give you the DEFG. And I think that's important too because it makes it more exciting and more entertaining. I'm usually in the studios by about 3:15 most mornings, sometimes earlier depending on weather and Packer Mondays, things of that nature where you're just busier. And then I'm using that hour and a half to 2 hours to get ready, to get some coffee in me, to kind of just find out what's been happening in the world as I was sleeping like everyone else is. And then by the time I hit the airwaves at 5, I've got a good read on everything that's going on. I've got my weather ready with Steve Balon or whoever. And then you're getting people informed. After I get off the air at 8:30, I'm getting the next day ready because you have to prepare then to be ready for the next day, whether it's the weekend or the next Monday when you're getting people ready for what happened over the weekend. I really do love what I do, and that really helps because if you are going to go to bed at 6:30, 7 o'clock at night, miss out on Monday Night Football in a lot of cases, or movies, or going to the PAC, things like that just aren't in my routine. You have to love what you do because I've talked to so many people in this business that have worked this shift that say you never really truly get used to it. For me, I really enjoy this here in Wisconsin. I've become a Wisconsinite, no doubt. Whether it's the Brewers, the Packers, the Badgers, right on down the line. I really love the Woodward feeling here. It is a team. You are a part of a family here. And that's important because you feel the stability. You feel like even if you were to leave, a lot of people bounce back and come back to Woodward after a few years because they found out, it wasn't necessarily greener over there. And they treat you well, and that it's a good feeling on a day-to-day and week-to-week basis to come back to.